What if I told you that Toyota has just redefined what it means to live, travel, and adventure in pure luxury on wheels? Not with a concept car, not with a far-off prototype, but with a bold, fully engineered, ready-for-market double-decker camper that looks more like it belongs in a futuristic cityscape than at a campsite. Meet the 2026 Toyota double-decker camper, a towering two-story engineering marvel that fuses the rugged durability of Toyota vehicles with the opulence of a private penthouse. And here's the kicker, it's not a $1 million fantasy machine. This rolling mansion starts at just $145,000. Yes, you heard that right. For the price of a high-end SUV with some options, Toyota is offering a full-fledged, two-level motorhome packed with cutting-edge technology, luxury living quarters, and performance capabilities that make it as ready for the mountains as it is for the city. Stay tuned, because in this deep-dive review, we're going to break down every single aspect of this machine. From its futuristic exterior design to the luxury-packed interior to the hybrid performance that makes it a category-shattering RV. By the end, you might be wondering if this is the future of van life, luxury travel, and motorhome ownership all rolled into one. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon, because we bring you the latest, most insane campers, RVs, and futuristic automobiles every single week. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. So let's start with the first thing that catches your eye, the exterior design. Exterior design. At first glance, the 2026 Toyota double-decker camper doesn't just look like another RV, it looks like the future of transportation on wheels. Imagine something that combines the bold stance of a luxury coach, the aerodynamic flow of a concept car, and the sheer height of a glass-walled observation tower. That's the visual impact Toyota has achieved here. Standing at over 13 feet tall, this motorhome instantly demands attention. The body is sculpted with Toyota's latest design language, clean, sweeping lines, muscular wheel arches, and a bold front fascia that proudly carries the Toyota badge. Unlike many traditional RVs, which tend to be boxy and utilitarian, the double-decker camper looks aerodynamic, purposeful, and unmistakably premium. One of the most striking features is the panoramic glass section on the upper deck. From the outside, it looks like a floating crystal layer perched atop a sleek body. These wraparound windows aren't just for show, they're engineered with adaptive tinting technology. During the day, they keep the sun's heat at bay while offering stunning 360-degree views. At night, they can shift into privacy mode, turning opaque with the push of a button. Moving along the side, you'll notice an extended wheelbase with multi-axle stability. Toyota designed this not just to carry the extra weight of a two-story home, but also to make handling more stable on highways and mountain roads alike. And thanks to adaptive suspension, the whole vehicle can lower itself for easy entry, or raise up when tackling rougher terrain. The lighting design deserves its own mention. The front end is dominated by a futuristic LED matrix grille with signature light strips that extend into the body for a bold, high-tech look. On the rear, a continuous light bar emphasizes width and stability. And the sides, ambient strips that not only illuminate campsites at night but also act as dynamic turn signals, giving the entire RV a futuristic glow when it's on the move. And let's not forget the entry system. Instead of the usual fold-out RV steps, Toyota has integrated a motorized retractable staircase that extends with a touch of a button. It's wide, well-lit, and gives you the feeling of boarding a luxury yacht rather than stepping into a camper. From a practical standpoint, Toyota also integrated solar panels across the roofline, seamlessly blended into the design. These aren't just token panels for trickle charging, they're high-efficiency solar arrays that can power essential systems, charge the onboard battery bank, and reduce reliance on external hookups. For eco-conscious travelers, this means more freedom to camp off-grid without sacrificing comfort. The double-decker camper is also available in several exterior finishes, ranging from sleek metallic silvers and deep obsidians to bold two-tone combinations like pearl white with bronze or midnight blue with titanium accents. Each option is coated with Toyota's advanced Nano Protect finish, which resists dirt, scratches, and UV damage, meaning your camper stays showroom fresh longer, even after years of road trips. Then there's the roof deck. Yes, a roof deck. Toyota designed the upper section not just as a living area, but also as a platform for relaxation. Accessible via a safe, retractable ladder from the interior, the roof deck is fitted with non-slip materials and safety railings, perfect for stargazing, sunset watching, or even hosting a small rooftop barbecue with a portable grill. Imagine parking by the beach or the mountains and stepping onto your private sky lounge. That's the kind of lifestyle this vehicle is selling. But Toyota didn't stop at looks. The exterior is also functional and adventure-ready. Built-in side storage bays are designed to carry everything from camping gear to mountain bikes. There's even an optional slide-out kitchen module on one side for those who love outdoor cooking. And yes, Toyota included an integrated awning system that deploys automatically, creating a shaded patio area that feels like an extension of your home. To top it all off, the aerodynamics of this behemoth were carefully engineered. Despite its towering size, the camper boasts a drag coefficient lower than many traditional RVs, thanks to active grille shutters, smooth underbody panels, and wind channeling contours that reduce resistance. This means better fuel efficiency, less noise on highways, and a smoother ride overall. All in all, the exterior of the 2026 Toyota double-decker camper isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating a balance between futuristic design, everyday practicality, and pure lifestyle appeal. It's the kind of vehicle that turns heads whether it's parked at a luxury resort, rolling through downtown, or perched on the edge of a national park cliffside. And here's the thing, if you think the outside is impressive, wait until you step inside. Because the real magic of the Toyota double-decker camper begins the moment you open those doors. Step inside the 2026 Toyota double-decker camper, and the first word that comes to mind is not RV. It's not camper. It's not even motorhome. The first word is penthouse. Because Toyota has managed to turn what most people think of as a cramped utilitarian living space into a rolling luxury apartment that feels both expansive and intelligently designed. And remember, we're not talking about a $1 million coach here. This is a $145,000 vehicle that feels like it should cost 2 or 3 times that amount. Lower level, the lounge and social hub. The moment you enter, you're greeted by a spacious lower deck lounge. Wide open floor space is enhanced by adaptive lighting that automatically adjusts its warmth and brightness based on the time of day. In the morning, it glows with crisp daylight tones to energize you. In the evening, it shifts to warmer golden hues that create a cozy, relaxing vibe. The lounge seating is a wraparound modular sofa upholstered in premium vegan leather, offered in multiple tones, everything from rich cognac to light sand, allowing buyers to customize the atmosphere. These aren't just seats. They double as recliners, storage compartments, and even transform into an extra sleeping area when needed. In the center, a smart coffee table acts as both a traditional surface and a wireless charging hub for devices. Tap the surface and a built-in touchscreen panel rises up, giving you access to the vehicle's smart home controls, lighting, climate, entertainment, and even the blinds, all managed right there. To one side of the lounge sits a massive 65-inch fold-flat OLED display. When not in use, it slides seamlessly into the wall, preserving the open layout. But when it's movie night, the lounge transforms into a cinematic space. Paired with 360-degree surround sound embedded in the ceiling and walls, it's like bringing a full entertainment studio on the road. And because Toyota knows motorhome owners love to share experiences, the lounge area is fitted with panoramic lower deck windows, designed with a downward viewing angle. Park by the beach? You'll see waves crashing right from your sofa. Camp near the mountains? The view feels like it's spilling into your living room. The kitchen, smart and stylish. Adjacent to the lounge is the kitchen area, and let's be clear, this is not your typical RV galley kitchen. This is a chef-inspired space built for both everyday cooking and gourmet experiences. The countertops are crafted from lightweight quartz composite, durable enough for heavy use while exuding a premium finish. The backsplash is a smart surface that doubles as a digital recipe display. Pull up Toyota's cooking assistant, and step-by-step instructions appear directly on the wall. No more juggling recipe books or phones while you cook. Appliances are all full-sized yet space-optimized. A smart induction cooktop integrates seamlessly into the counter, disappearing when not in use. The convection oven doubles as an air fryer. The refrigerator? A dual-zone smart fridge with humidity control, meaning your produce stays fresh longer, even if you're boondocking in the desert. And yes, there's a built-in espresso and coffee station. Toyota knows the RV lifestyle is as much about morning rituals as it is about adventures. Imagine waking up, tapping a button, and having a barista-grade cappuccino ready as you watch the sunrise through those massive panoramic windows. Storage is another area where Toyota rethought everything. Instead of overhead cabinets that make interiors feel cramped, they've introduced sliding vertical storage panels hidden in the walls. Pull one out, and you'll find shelves, racks, or even a wine cooler, depending on how you configure your camper. Dining and workspace flexibility. Directly across from the kitchen sits the transformable dining and workspace area. This space is designed with flexibility in mind, perfect for families, couples, or solo travelers who work remotely. The dining table is a multi-level smart surface. At dinner time, it's a traditional table with seating for 4, but with a quick reconfiguration, it becomes a dual-monitor workstation, complete with hidden power ports and integrated wireless charging. For digital nomads, this means no more compromising between travel and productivity. You can literally run a business while parked in the wilderness. And Toyota thought about connectivity too. Every 2026 double-decker camper comes with satellite-based internet access built in alongside 5G compatibility. Whether you're uploading videos, attending meetings, or streaming content, you'll stay connected almost anywhere on the globe. Ascending to the upper level now, let's talk about what makes this camper truly unique, the upper level. Instead of a cramped loft space or a simple sleeping pod, Toyota designed the second story to be a full master suite. And how do you get there? Not by climbing a rickety ladder, but via a spiral staircase with illuminated steps that make you feel like you're entering a luxury hotel suite. The Master Suite, a sky lounge on wheels. At the top of the staircase, the space opens up into what can only be described as a floating retreat. The Master Suite features a king-sized memory foam bed surrounded by glass walls on 3 sides. But these aren't just windows, they're adaptive stargazing skylights. At night, with one touch, you can switch the glass into crystal clear transparency and fall asleep under the stars, no telescope required. For privacy, the glass can instantly tint or frost, turning the suite into an intimate cocoon. Ambient lighting built into the ceiling mimics natural circadian rhythms, helping you rest better after long drives. To one side of the suite, a walk-in wardrobe system has been cleverly integrated into the walls. There's enough room for hanging clothes, shoes, and even a dedicated compartment for luggage. On the other side, a miniature library and reading nook gives travelers a cozy corner to unwind. And yes, the upper suite has its own private bathroom. Unlike many RV bathrooms that feel like afterthoughts, this one is spacious and spa-inspired. There's a rainfall shower with water-saving recirculation technology, a smart mirror that displays news and weather updates as you brush your teeth, and even heated flooring for those chilly mornings. Small touches, big luxury. What makes the Toyota double-decker camper so impressive isn't just the big features, it's the little details that elevate the whole experience. Smart climate zones allow the upper and lower levels to be set at different temperatures, ensuring comfort for everyone. Hidden storage solutions maximize space, like drawers under the stairs or compartments behind wall panels. Premium materials, sustainable woods, recycled composites, and eco-friendly fabrics make the interior not only luxurious but also environmentally responsible. Voice-controlled assistants are integrated throughout. Say "Goodnight Toyota," and the lights dim, the blinds close, and the climate sets itself for sleep. Every detail is designed to make you forget you're in a vehicle and instead make you feel like you're in a 5-star residence that just happens to move wherever you want it to. Luxury and design are one thing, but the beating heart of any motorhome is its performance. After all, it doesn't matter how beautiful the interior is if the vehicle itself can't handle the open road, the backcountry, or the unexpected challenges of long-distance travel. And here's where Toyota has pulled something truly groundbreaking. The 2026 Toyota double-decker camper isn't just a rolling home, it's a rolling powerhouse engineered with the same precision Toyota applies to its Land Cruisers, Hilux trucks, and hybrid technology. Hybrid diesel-electric powertrain. Under the hood, or rather under the entire frame, sits a hybrid diesel-electric powertrain that delivers a jaw-dropping 600-plus horsepower. Unlike traditional RVs that guzzle fuel and struggle with acceleration, this hybrid system balances raw power with efficiency. Here's how it works. A 3.5-liter turbo diesel engine provides long-range cruising power and torque, ideal for highways and mountain climbs. Paired with it are dual electric motors mounted on the axles, delivering instant torque for acceleration, hill starts, and off-road capability. A large lithium silicon battery pack stores energy harvested from regenerative braking and solar roof panels. This combination means the double-decker camper can run silently in all-electric mode for short distances, perfect for rolling into a quiet campsite or gliding through city streets with zero emissions. But when you need muscle, the diesel engine kicks in seamlessly, giving you the strength to tackle steep inclines or tow extra equipment. The result? An RV that's both powerful and surprisingly efficient. Toyota estimates fuel economy at nearly 30% better than conventional Class A motorhomes, a remarkable figure for something of this size and weight. Adaptive air suspension power is only half the story. Comfort is the other. And this camper delivers that with its adaptive air suspension system. This isn't just a fancy way of saying smooth ride. Toyota engineered the suspension to actively adjust in real time to road conditions. On highways, it lowers the entire vehicle slightly, improving aerodynamics and stability. On rough terrain, it raises up, giving you more ground clearance and absorbing shocks like a luxury SUV. Even more impressively, the suspension can self-level when parked. That means no more fiddling with blocks or jacks at campsites. Park on uneven ground. The system automatically evens out the vehicle, keeping your wine glass steady and your sleep comfortable. Multi-axle stability. To support the weight of a two-level home, Toyota introduced a tri-axle configuration. This ensures weight distribution is optimized, reducing wear on tires and improving safety in crosswinds or sharp turns. The steering system is also enhanced. The front axle handles traditional steering, while the rearmost axle offers active steering assistance at low speeds. This makes tight turns, like navigating campground loops or backing into a tricky spot, far easier than you'd expect for something this massive. And on highways, the active axle locks into alignment, ensuring rock-solid straight-line stability even at higher speeds. Off-road capability. Now, here's where the double-decker camper surprises almost everyone. You'd think a 13-foot-tall, two-story luxury motorhome wouldn't dare venture beyond paved roads. But Toyota engineered an optional off-road package that proves otherwise. This package includes reinforced skid plates, all-terrain tires, locking differentials, hill descent control, and crawl modes. Combined with the hybrid torque from the electric motors, this massive camper can tackle dirt trails, sandy beaches, and even light rocky paths. While you won't be rock crawling like a Land Cruiser, you'll absolutely have the confidence to reach remote campsites that most RVs wouldn't even attempt. Range and efficiency. What about long trips? After all, RV life is about the journey as much as the destination. Thanks to the hybrid system, the Toyota double-decker camper boasts an impressive range of over 700 miles on a full tank and full charge. And with solar panels constantly feeding the battery, the electric motors can handle low-speed driving and essential systems almost indefinitely when parked. Even better, Toyota integrated a regenerative braking system tuned specifically for heavy loads. Going down a mountain pass? Instead of wasting energy as heat, the camper recaptures it, storing power back into the battery for later use. Noise and vibration control. But as impressive as its performance is, we haven't even scratched the surface of what makes this camper feel like it belongs in the future. Because once you add in the technology suite, the double-decker camper stops being just a motorhome and becomes a rolling smart home on steroids. And that's exactly what we'll dive into next. If the design is what makes the Toyota double-decker camper stunning and the performance is what makes it capable, then the technology is what makes it revolutionary. Because Toyota didn't just create a motorhome, they created a rolling smart home infused with artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and futuristic safety systems that push this vehicle beyond today's standards and into tomorrow's lifestyle. A high-powered smart home system. At the heart of it all lies the Toyota IntelliSuite, an AI-powered smart home ecosystem that manages nearly every aspect of the camper. Think of it as Alexa, Tesla Autopilot, and a luxury concierge all blended into one. With simple voice commands, you can adjust climate zones independently on the upper and lower decks, open or close blinds and skylights, change lighting moods, from morning boost to romantic evening, activate security features like lockdown mode or perimeter alerts, start or stop the generator, check battery levels, and monitor solar input. But this isn't just reactive tech. The AI learns your routines. If you always brew coffee at 7 a.m., it will automatically preheat the water. If you usually dim the lights at 11 p.m., it'll do it for you. The more you travel, the smarter it becomes. Augmented reality windshield navigation. Driving a 2-story camper can be intimidating. That's why Toyota integrated an augmented reality windshield that overlays navigation directly onto the glass. Instead of glancing at a GPS screen, you see arrows projected on the road itself. Approaching a sharp bend, a glowing curve guides your path. Entering a city, icons hover over buildings pointing out landmarks, fuel stations, or campgrounds. This AR system also integrates with the camper's sensors, alerting you to blind spots, cyclists, or pedestrians with subtle visual cues. The goal is simple: to make driving a massive vehicle feel as natural as piloting a family SUV. Entertainment and connectivity. Let's talk entertainment, because this camper isn't just about reaching destinations, it's about enjoying the journey. The lower deck OLED display we mentioned earlier pairs with a full VR-ready entertainment suite. Put on a headset, and you can transport yourself into a virtual cinema, a mountain climbing simulation, or even a relaxing meditation landscape, all while parked at a rest stop. For those who work remotely, Toyota's integrated satellite internet system provides global coverage. Even in remote deserts or high mountain valleys, you'll stay connected with streaming speeds. 5G capability kicks in whenever you're near populated areas, ensuring seamless transitions. And for audiophiles, the camper is equipped with a Mark Levinson audio system, delivering studio-quality sound whether you're watching a film, listening to podcasts, or hosting a rooftop party under the stars. Solar and energy management energy independence is the holy grail of RV life. And Toyota took it seriously. The roof is lined with high-efficiency solar panels generating enough power to run lights, appliances, and charge the battery pack. But here's the game changer: Toyota's Smart Energy Flow Manager. This AI-driven system decides where every watt goes. If the fridge needs cooling, solar power prioritizes it. If the battery is low, it diverts energy. If the vehicle is plugged into shore power, it balances loads automatically. The system even allows you to sell excess power back to the grid when parked at compatible campsites. Climate control. Traditional RVs struggle with climate comfort. Either they overheat in summer or freeze in winter. But the double-decker camper features zoned climate control with heat pump technology. The lower lounge can be kept cool for socializing while the upper suite stays warm and cozy. Smart sensors detect external conditions and adjust airflow, humidity, and temperature accordingly. It even has an air purification system that filters allergens, dust, and pollutants, crucial for travelers with sensitivities. Advanced safety, Toyota Safety Sense 360. Now, let's talk safety, and this is where Toyota flexes its biggest advantage: decades of leadership in driver assistance technologies. The double-decker camper debuts Toyota Safety Sense 360, an evolution of the system found in cars, now tuned for a vehicle of this size. It includes adaptive cruise control that works even in heavy traffic, lane keeping assist that compensates for wind gusts or uneven roads, blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alerts, collision avoidance system with pedestrian and cyclist detection, but it doesn't stop there.
Rollover prevention and high wind stability. One of the biggest fears for tall RVs is rollover risk or instability in high winds. Toyota solved this with a gyroscopic stability system. Sensors constantly monitor tilt, speed, and wind forces. If the camper senses instability, it automatically adjusts suspension, applies selective braking, and reduces power to maintain balance. This system also integrates with the air suspension to lower the entire vehicle's ride height in extreme crosswinds, reducing the risk of tipping. It's like having a co-pilot that constantly protects you from unpredictable weather. Autonomous parking and campsite assistance. Parking a vehicle this size can be intimidating, but the double-decker camper includes 360-degree parking assistance. Cameras and LiDAR sensors map your surroundings in real time. Simply select a parking spot, whether it's parallel, angled, or a tight campsite, and the camper maneuvers itself into place. The driver only needs to monitor and approve. And when setting up camp, the system does even more. It auto-levels the suspension, deploys stabilizers, extends the awning, and even starts climate control, all with one command: Toyota Set Up Camp. Emergency systems. For travelers, emergencies are always a concern. Toyota added several layers of protection. Onboard satellite distress beacon that works even without cell service. Integrated fire suppression system in the kitchen and engine bay. Health monitoring seat sensors that can detect driver fatigue or irregular heart rates, alerting you, or even contacting emergency services if needed. Escape hatches on both levels, plus reinforced safety glass. This is not just convenience, it's life-saving engineering that makes long-distance travel safer than ever. The human touch. But perhaps the most impressive part of all this tech is that it doesn't feel overwhelming. Toyota's design philosophy ensures that the technology feels invisible until you need it. The AI doesn't bark commands, it offers gentle suggestions. The AR windshield doesn't clutter your view, it enhances it. The safety systems don't nag, they quietly protect. In other words, Toyota has made a motorhome that's both cutting-edge and human-friendly. Something anyone, from tech-savvy millennials to seasoned retirees, can step into and feel confident using. So far, we've seen a camper that looks like the future, feels like a luxury penthouse, drives like a powerhouse, and protects like a guardian angel. But what about the most practical question of all? How much does it cost, and what's the ownership experience like? Because this is where the 2026 Toyota double-decker camper truly shocks the industry. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. We've explored the exterior design, stepped into the luxurious two-level interior, admired the hybrid performance, and uncovered the futuristic tech and safety that set the Toyota double-decker camper apart. But let's be honest, every viewer right now has the same question in mind. So how much does all of this actually cost? Pricing. Here's where Toyota delivers the knockout punch. The 2026 Toyota double-decker camper starts at $145,000. Yes, $145K. Now, let's put that into perspective. A typical Class A luxury motorhome today can easily run between $250,000 and $600,000. And that's without half of the futuristic technology, hybrid engineering, or premium interior features Toyota has packed in here. Even premium campervans, like those built on Sprinter or Transit chassis, often break the $180,000 mark once customized. So when Toyota unveiled this camper at that price point, jaws dropped across the RV and automotive industries. The company positioned it as the accessible luxury RV, not cheap by any means, but far more attainable than the ultra-luxury segment, while still offering a mind-blowing level of design and technology. Optional packages, like the off-road upgrade, the Mark Levinson premium sound system, or the expanded solar kit, can raise the price closer to $175,000 to $185,000. But even then, it undercuts the competition by tens of thousands of dollars. Ownership experience. But pricing is only part of the equation. Ownership matters just as much. And this is where Toyota leverages its global dominance. Unlike boutique RV builders who produce limited runs and struggle with support, Toyota offers something no other motorhome manufacturer can: a worldwide dealer and service network. That means whether you're cruising across the US, road tripping through Europe, or exploring remote parts of Asia, you'll find Toyota service centers equipped to handle maintenance. This accessibility alone makes the double-decker camper a safer, smarter investment for long-term travelers. Reliability is another key advantage. Toyota has decades of experience building engines, hybrids, and heavy-duty vehicles that last for hundreds of thousands of miles. Owners can expect lower maintenance costs, better parts availability, and longer lifespans compared to traditional motorhomes. And then there's Toyota's resale value factor. While many RVs depreciate heavily within a few years, Toyota's track record in retaining value means buyers can feel confident that their investment won't vanish the moment they drive off the lot. Who is this camper for? So who exactly is Toyota building this for? The answer is surprisingly broad. Families will love the space, with a lower-level lounge for kids and an upper master suite for parents. Digital nomads will appreciate the satellite internet, smart workstations, and long-range capabilities.
In other words, the double-decker camper is not just for one type of buyer. It's for anyone who wants to merge mobility, luxury, and technology in a way no other RV currently offers. The future of RVing. But beyond individual ownership, this vehicle symbolizes something much bigger: the future of RV travel itself. The Toyota double-decker camper proves that motorhomes can be luxurious without being million-dollar toys. Hybrid and electric technology isn't just for cars, it can revolutionize RVs too. Smart home integration can make life on the road as comfortable as life in a house. Safety doesn't have to be compromised just because you're driving something massive. This isn't just a camper, it's a statement about where the industry is heading. In the coming decade, we can expect more automakers to follow suit, bringing in AI, hybrid drivetrains, and double-decker layouts that make travel more comfortable, efficient, and exciting than ever before. Toyota has thrown down the gauntlet, and whether you're a weekend traveler, a full-time van lifer, or just someone who dreams about hitting the open road in style, this double-decker camper shows us all what's possible. So now it's your turn. Would you take this $145,000 Toyota double-decker camper across the country on an epic road trip? Would you park it by the ocean as your rolling vacation home? Or would you take it off-grid and let the hybrid system and solar panels keep you powered for weeks at a time? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your dream adventure with this machine. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're just getting started. From futuristic campers to insane expedition rigs and the latest concept vehicles, we bring you the most incredible machines the world has to offer every single week. The 2026 Toyota double-decker camper, a bold vision of luxury, technology, and adventure on 2 levels. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep traveling further, and remember, home isn't always a place. Sometimes it's on wheels.